I noticed that many like to romanticize the idea of being intelligent. They speak about it, they admire it, they praise it. Intelligence happens to be a double edged sword. As many say, intelligent people tend to have a harder time actualizing the things that they want to do in their life. And I'd like to say I see that as well. You'll see bozos, dum dums going around, starting businesses or doing things and accomplishing dreams that you have. But you sit here and think, okay, well, if he can do it, then I can do it, right? That usually is the end state of that, and comparison ends up fogging up your thoughts. But you sat there for months, for days, for years, trying to figure out how to get your clothing brand up, or trying to get into that job, or get out of debt, or fix these problems, and you start thinking about what to do, how to do it, what would happen if you do it. Start playing multivariable chess in your mind. But that's not the answer. And thought has its place in terms of planning and strategy, but only when it's controlled. Because if it's not, it then becomes, well, I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to create this product because people won't like it, because of my friend Susie, who talked about how this thing actually is a detriment to the way I walk. Something random like that. Those rogue thoughts enter the mind and start creating assumptions based off of the idea, the ego that one has, that one can't really avoid most of the time, that they are smart enough to know. They're smart enough to know what would happen if they do this, or what factors would impact this or that. And so it leads to paralysis. You never actually try. You never actually experiment with making that product, or starting that job, or learning that language, or doing a litany of things. Right? When something becomes big enough, you start to take it more seriously, and you think over and over for days and days and hours, or you start reading books on books or watching videos on videos. But I created a word or term for this activity, and I call that mental masturbation. You're sitting there feeding your mind with the idea that you are getting more clarity, that you are getting closer to a point that you can do things without the confusion of not knowing. There must be something I'm not getting. There must be something that I'm missing. Because if I wasn't missing something, I would have accomplished it by now. This person that I'm seeing accomplish the thing I want must know something that I don't. And that is why they're successful. There is no way that I am capable enough and I have not completed this thing. I have not accomplished this thing. But that's your ego in the way. You have everything you need, all the information available, but the thing that gives the highest amount of clarity is action. People confuse knowledge with wisdom. There are many things that you cannot teach, that you cannot train through courses or books. These things need to be learned through apprenticeship, through practice, through trying, through curiosity, and after days, months, or years applying yourself and experiencing the patterns that happen within that skill or that activity or that venture, you will never know. And that is what is to be chased, rather than countless self-help books or courses or YouTube videos that tell you step by step on how to accomplish your goal.